This is BMW's R1200 GS Adventure. Now, it's a massive bike that is designed to take on the world, to literally go around the world for years at a time if you want to, and plenty of people have done that. However, we're sort of looking at it from a slightly different view. We've just gone on tour with a few mates who are actually on older road bikes and things like that. We wanted to see what this bike would be like on the long haul without, going through the desert. And it's proving to be a lot of fun. Now, there are some real advantages to the GSA over a lot of other bikes if you are just going touring. For a start, it's a very, very comfortable motorcycle, very good riding position. However, it's very, very tall. So if you're under 6 foot, you're going to be a little bit hamstrung when it comes to getting your feet on the ground and in any tricky situations. But if you're tall, like me, it's very, very comfortable. Now, it's got a 30-litre tank, and we're finding we're having to, even though we're only in New South Wales and Victoria, we're having to adjust our route and where we're going based on getting fuel for bikes that have only got a range of 200, 250 kilometres. But with this bike, when you fill it up, your range is over 500. So you can sort of pick the route you want to take without compromising on it. Now, it's got an adjustable screen which you can use with your hands. It's got heated hand grips. It's got enough weather protection that in cooler weather you don't freeze to death, but in hotter weather enough gets around the screen and you can drop the screen down that you don't necessarily cook more than you would on too much more than you would on say a naked bike. There's all sorts of luggage options. Now, BMW can happily sell you some panniers and things. They didn't supply them with this test bike, so we're using some throwovers here from Moto Dry. This is a BMW genuine tank bag, and it's very, very good. BMW had the pannier frames on this machine, so very easy to strap a lot of gear onto the back. Highly adjustable, highly customizable, a lot of fun to ride. Great performance, great on the road. If you're looking for a big touring bike where you want to carry a lot of fuel and you want to do a lot of miles, even though you might not be super keen on doing lots and lots of, deserts and things, this bike is just a great tourer as well as being an adventure machine.
So after riding this bike for about 2,500 kilometres in 4 or 5 days, I can state unequivocally that it's one of the best touring bikes that you'll ever find anywhere, even if you never ever take it onto the dirt. Now, if you're not going to get dirty, you definitely want to change the tyres. They feel a bit squirmy, but they hang on really, really well. So they actually work great. It's just that they feel squirmy and they wear out pretty quickly on the bitumen. So you definitely want to run different tyres. But beyond that, the 30-litre tank, the fantastic instrumentation. BMW supplied us with the optional navigator, which is awesome. Lots and lots of information from the instruments and things. This tank bag that it came with is very, very useful, very, very handy. And you can obviously get lots and lots of BMW luggage, which would be a great advantage as well. But with all this crash protection, with hand protection, with cruise control, with heated hand grips, there's so many features about this bike that I really like when I'm touring, even when I'm not off the beaten path. And when I'm still in the bitumen, it's a very comfortable motorcycle. You can ride it at 80 kilometres an hour, you can ride it at 180 kilometres an hour. It's entirely up to you. And you'll get there with heaps and heaps of range, very, very comfortable for a pillion passenger. And of course, you've got that extra advantage that if there's any dirt roads that you want to just go on, never mind the crossing of the Simpson Desert or doing, through Africa or anything like that. If you just want to be able to go anywhere where the map says, oh yeah, there's a road there, you can do it on one of these GSAs. Is it overkill? Possibly. That's why they offer one without all the massive adventure style stuff. It's just the normal GS. But I'll tell you what, when you've travelled so much of this country as I have, and you're constantly planning your trip around the next fuel stop, you really wish you had like a fuel tank like this bike has. Very, very good machine, very capable, on or off-road.
To find out more, you need to read the full test, which is featured in the July issue of Cycle Talk magazine, available through the links in the description. Thanks for watching.